Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a little comparison, his versus her video. I'm going to be smoking the Partagas Serie D No.4 cigar.
And I'm going to be smoking the Trinidad Coloniales.
Should be an interesting comparison, being as they're around the same price bracket, £20 to £22 here in the UK. Just a few specs for you. The Partagas is 4 7/8 of an inch with a 50 ring gauge, as mentioned, £22.
And the Trinidad is 5 1/4 inches with a 44 ring gauge, £20. And it is medium in strength.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and get these things cut. And whilst you're doing that, we'll just tell you a little bit about our day. Today is Hazel's birthday. She's 21 years old. So it's been a day full of cake, chocolate, opening cards.
Gym.
We had a good workout today, good back workout. I'm going to put a little clip on the video of what the gym owner did for Hazel today.
Go to TV.
Really embarrassing. I'm glad it wasn't really busy. But yeah, really looking forward to this cigar.
Yeah, so I went to the pipe shop on the high street the other day and I picked up a couple of sticks just to mix up where I'm shopping. Always like supporting the high streets, and I picked these cigars up and I was really excited to try this Trinidad cigar. But being as it's a birthday, we thought we might as well get a comparison and use it as a good excuse to sit down and enjoy a good cigar. So when I go into the pipe shop again, I'm definitely going to get one of those cigars. I love everything from Trinidad. I don't think I've had a bad cigar, minus the La Trova. The first ever Trinidad La Trova I had was plugged to oblivion. But we were very new to cigars at that point, so I didn't really understand to just take it upstairs and say, this is plugged, can you change it for me? So put a video out. That smells amazing.
Yeah, it does.
It smells so good. As always, we've got our stainless steel travel cups here with a coffee, and I've got the Cigars and Coffee one. You've got the Cigar Queen. So these are going down an absolute storm online. Everyone's enjoying them, and they do keep your beverages very nice and hot.
Yes.
For the full duration of your cigar, which is a really nice treat.
We really enjoy them on dog walks, don't we? Always take them out with us.
I really enjoy just being able to have one coffee throughout my entire cigar. So something like this, which is like around 5 inches in length, I can make a coffee last me for the whole cigar if it stays warm. But when you have a coffee in like a regular cup, and it just goes cold every 5 minutes, you have to consume a lot more coffee. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking, get this thing toasted. Almost like a sun-grown wrapper shade to this cigar. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of that yellow tingy...
Yeah.
Or is it my eyes?
No.
Comparing it to your Trinidad, this is a little bit more of a yellow, lighter leaf.
It's like a mid-brown, but yours is like a... I know what you mean. It's got a yellow tinge.
All right, let's go for the first couple of draws, shall we? For unknown reasons, and I don't know about you, but don't really edge towards Partagas cigars.
No, I like Partagas 898, but other than that, there's not a Partagas that really truly stands out for me. I quite like Partagas Anayodes. I think that's one of the only Anayodos that I like.
Part of it for me, and I don't shop for how things look, but, and I don't know about anyone else's opinion on this, but this Partagas cigar band looks really old. I feel like it could do with an update, and I feel like then it would look a little bit more attractive, and maybe I would kind of be, you know, my eyes would be drawn to them more often.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like outdated, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, you compare this to a Cohiba band. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this Serie D. I think if it was like the Bolivar band, where it's got like nicely embossed like gold dots around the guy, like framing the guy, and there was a little bit more going on, it stands out more.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but for me it's a masculine brand.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, because there are some brands, you know, particularly a lot of New World cigars, they have really like pretty bands, don't they?
Yeah, they are like pieces of artwork.
Yeah, some of them really, and I would say, I mean, again, I hate to say it because, you know, masculine and feminine, you shouldn't really use, but they sort of do lean towards more feminine, like, you know, with all the flowers and designs and things like that.
So speaking of like feminine names and stuff, the new Trinidad Esmeralda
Ooh,
is quite
nice.
a girly name.
Yeah.
And the Media Luna, something about a Luna, which is quite feminine, quite...
Well, Luna is a girl's name. So,
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know any called Luna.
I mean, yeah, they're very, it's quite an interesting girl's name. But yeah.
So
is
maybe there's maybe the Cuban brands are going a little bit more girly with their names. I like the name Esmeralda. Anyway, going a little bit off the beaten track.
Sorry.
Just having a little bit of a chat. Have a little sip of coffee and reset. What I will quickly mention is that all of our videos from now on will be age restricted. So if you made it here today, congratulations. It means you're officially an adult and you are mature enough to make your own decision as to whether or not you want to watch and consume cigars, or cigar content more importantly. So yeah, if you are watching this video, it really helps us if you watch them all the way through. Just helps us with the algorithm, with the YouTube nonsense. And because they are age restricted, they might not be put in front of your face because YouTube just assume that it's something that's bad for you or something that you wouldn't want to watch because it's 18 plus. So they just won't show you it. So if you're subscribed to the channel, make sure your notifications are turned on and all of that other boring stuff. But we do appreciate, you know, a lot of effort goes into these videos. And as mentioned before, we are self-funded. So watching all the way through, liking, commenting, it goes a very long way. Let's take our attention back to the cigars. How are you getting on with the Trinidad?
Really enjoying it so far. This is going to be a very nice stick. I think it's one that's right up my street. I think I need it to sort of develop a little bit more for me to like really give some full flavour profiles. But I'm definitely getting some like sweetness and like a little coffee. So yeah, but it's really, really, really tasty at the moment.
Everything from Trinidad is good.
Yeah, it will be a really nice stick, I'm sure.
Speaking of Trinidad, I did have a Reyes, just one, a couple of years ago, and it was dreadful. I had a really bad time with it. So I have had a couple of bad Trinidads, but you know, I've been through a lot of different Trinidad cigars. So having two bad ones out of everything that I've had from Trinidad is not a bad track record when you can compare it to other cigars we've tried on the channel. Yeah, I mean, I keep reminding myself now, the Fundadores that we had, that both of those were plugged.
That was plugged.
All right, I've had 3 bad Trinidad cigars. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm just making everything I say sound wrong or slightly backwards. What am I getting from this Partagas cigar? I'm going to get the perfect draw on it in a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A little bit tight.
So far, it's like roasted nut, a little bit of white pepper, and there's some like soil, and there's also something quite sharp, pleasant, but sharp there as well, which I'm trying to figure out. I'm just going to go straight in and say that this thing is beautiful in every single way. Flavors are amazing. I'm getting lots of wood, a little bit of spice, but it's smoking perfectly. Loads of smoke. Burn has been okay. Ash is holding on like a bloody scaffold pole. I knocked it off earlier to use the perfect draw because I didn't want to like knock it off. You know those cigars where you try to knock the ash off and you're like, oh hang on, I need to actually need to snap it off. It was like that. After using the perfect draw, the draw is still tight and there is no issue throughout the cigar, so it's just a really nicely packed cigar. Which is amazing. Full of tobacco, 22 quid well spent in my opinion. I'd almost say I could daily one of these. And they do suggest that they are full, but at the moment I'm just vibing with this cigar. It's absolutely wonderful and I've got no complaints. I might actually go ahead and take the band off. Yeah, that's not going to make any difference to the draw. Never mind. How are you getting on with the...
The Coloniales is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely one of my favourites. I would say. Oh. finished. It's definitely one of my favourites. It has a definite like sort of sweet floral and lovely coffee flavours throughout, some cedar there as well, and I'm just absolutely loving it. It's really pleasant. You know, it's ticking all of my flavour boxes.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't actually smoke one of these daily because I want to live beyond 40, and obviously cigars kill you. So when I say I could smoke this daily, I'm mostly just saying that it's that good. I wouldn't mind having one of these bad boys as often as possible.
Yeah.
And it's not often I have a cigar that I'm like, yes, I want to go back to one of those sooner rather than later.
Overall, really nice. Perfect resistance. The burn's not too bad. It's a little bit jagged. I'm only just relighting it now, so you know it's been performing really well overall.
The last few videos I've been purchasing cigars online, and the cigars have been a little bit crap. Whether they're not smoking very well or the flavours are not quite there. We've had a few comments of people asking for the dates of the cigars, and obviously buying them online is a bit of a hassle finding out that information. These cigars bought from the shop, they're smoking like an absolute dream, and I'm very, very happy. For a retailer who is dominant on the internet, I have no doubt that they are shipping out an extreme volume of cigars based on what orders they're getting in. Whereas when you go into a smaller boutique store, they have some gems in there, and because they're not dominating the online space, the sticks that they have are looked after like they're babies. They are
Quality
managed
rather
a lot
than
better
quantity.
because they obviously have a much smaller quantity, so they're able to look after them better. I don't know, I might be speaking a little bit out of turn because I'm not like that involved in the business of selling cigars, but I'm just thinking, you know, if you've got, let's say, 1,000 cigars in stock, you know exactly what you got, you know exactly where they come from, you know exactly how old they are, and it will be a lot easier to manage those 1,000 cigars rather than having 5 shop worths of sticks. Some of these walking humidors are absolutely madness. It's madness. Amazing, great experience to go in these big humidors, but I don't know. I'm just saying. Because like as I mentioned earlier, the last few videos we've done, the cigars have lacked in certain areas which I wasn't expecting. The Monte Cristo No. 4 being one of them. Granted, it might have been a new cigar and it needed some more age, but with what we do here, you know, we've been doing it for 3 years now. It just seems that quite recently we've been facing quite a few problems in terms of flavour from the cigars themselves. All right, I'm coming to the end of enjoyment for these sticks now. Mine's picking up in strength for sure. I am going to continue smoking this down, but what we're going to do is go for a little walk down to the beach with the dog, so I'm going to take this with me. A little summary on the Trinidad.
A wonderful cigar all round. Like it's been really good construction wise. It's been a nice, smooth, easy smoke. Beautiful flavours. It's definitely one of my favourites. I mean, like, I wouldn't smoke it daily, but it's definitely a stick that I would pick for like maybe a special occasion here and there.
The Partagas Serie D No.4 has been an absolute solid cigar, and it's all the way through. It's been amazing, and the smoke time on this thing has been amazing. I've been non-stop on this cigar, and it's over an hour, which I was really surprised with because this isn't a big cigar, but I've got loads of enjoyment out of it. Smoke time around an hour and a half for me. As I always say, it depends on your smoking style or habits, whatever you want to call it. But overall, 2 amazing cigars around the same price bracket, so equal in enjoyment. So definitely recommend both of these cigars if you haven't tried them already. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So if you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye.